Hello my beautiful planty people, and how are you doing today? I hope you are well and fantastic. It is amazing to see you. For those of you who are new here, hello, hi. My name is Nikki. This is my channel, Plants, Pots, and Whatnots. And if you are returning, like the gluttons for punishment that you are, it is amazing to see you back here. I appreciate you spending your time with me so very much. So, today we are here to talk about my top 5 favorite plant accessories. This was so incredibly difficult because I could easily have done like a top 10 or 15 or 20. I have a lot of things that I really just couldn't do without, and it was hard to narrow it down. So I'm gonna give you my top 5. If you would like to see a video on all of my favorite accessories, please let me know. But because this is a top 5 series, I had to only pick 5, so that was difficult. Before we get started here, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It is a huge help. I appreciate it. It lets me know that you like the content. If you really like the video and you like my personality, although it's quirky and rambly and whatever, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna change. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's a huge help for my channel, and I really do appreciate you spending the time with me. So let's just go ahead and jump into this, and let me show you my top 5 favorite planty accessories. Okay, this is really difficult. So I'm gonna kind of cheat a smidgen, and I'm gonna kind of group a couple things together because I couldn't really choose because I'm indecisive. Okay, so the first 2 things that I'm going to show you have to do with watering and humidity, I guess. These are 2 things that I literally couldn't live without. This is the first one. I have shown it on my channel many times, but honestly, I literally couldn't maintain my plant collection as easily as I do without this thing. I use it for everything. Let me explain. So the first thing that I use this for is watering my succulents and my succulent arrangements. The reason that I like to use that for that purpose is because it has this long curved nozzle and it's very narrow. So especially when you're watering succulent arrangements, even more especially if they are in a container that does not have drainage, you can't just run the water through, like put it under your sink and let the water run through. You really need to be specific with the watering and just water the root balls. So this is great for getting down in between your succulents. Most of my succulent arrangements are planted very tightly. So with this, I can kind of get down in between the leaves without doing any damage and just water the root balls directly, and it is perfect for that. So I'll fill this with water on plain watering days, or if I am fertilizing my once a month fertilizer of my succulents, I'll just put the couple drops of fertilizer in there, and it's honestly amazing. I love this thing. I know I kind of go on about it a lot, but I really do. I also use this for refilling all of my propagation vessels, so my little propagation balls that I have hanging on the wall, my little hangy tube, I don't know what you call them, things. I use them for that. I water all my small cacti with this, and it's awesome. The other thing that I use this for is wetting my moss poles. So because it is small and very, very directional and really easy to use, literally you just didn't realize there was much water left in there. Anyway, literally you just squeeze and go down your moss pole. I don't usually drench my whole moss pole because I don't find it necessary, but I'll mainly just water kind of where the plant is climbing to encourage the plant to want to go towards the moisture. And it is awesome for moss poles. So that is the first one that I have here. And then going along with that one is this little sprayer. So I don't know if you can see that. It has the most fine mist. It is beautiful. It is lovely. It's by Seg Beauty. And I believe that this thing is originally supposed to be meant for like salon use, but it is awesome. You can, if you pull the trigger multiple times, it has like this continuous spray. It's so cool. So I use this for, I don't mist my plants often. I do mist my my shingling plants though. So my Dabaya, my Haii, and my Cryptantha. Those I do mist, and I think they're the only ones that I mist. And this works amazingly well for that. And the spray is divine. I also spray my children with this. And Jordan, because I find it amusing. Anyway, so that is my number one, because I cheat, plant accessory, my favorite plant accessory. So let's go ahead and move on to my favorite accessory, number two. Okay, favorite plant accessory number two is these little wall pots. So these are really great. I like them because they are flush on the back, so they can, you know, just hang on your wall and they still kind of look like a pot, you know. These are really cool also because they come in 3 different sizes. So this is the medium size. They also come in large and small. They're great for trailing plants, and they are self-watering. See if I can show you. It's kind of dirty inside and it needs water. But this is my philodendron micans. It has been in here for probably about a year, and it is loving life in this pot. Crazy roots. Let me try to get them back in there without damaging any leaves. Yay me, look at you go. Anyway, these things are really great. I love how they have like a modern look, and they have come in super handy. I have all 3 sizes and I love them. I love them. I love them. Especially considering, you know, when you get like a substantial plant collection, you kind of start to run out of surface space and you kind of need to move up. So these are a great option for those of you who are running out of surfaces to put plants on and want to start going vertical. So anyways, these are great. Oh, also I will link, I think I'm able to link all of these down in the description of the video. So usually, sorry if things look a little different or if the camera's different. My battery died, of course, as it does, right in the middle of me talking. Anyways, yeah, so I will link these in the description as well as anything else that I mention, in case you want to try it out, give it a shot. But yeah, I really like these. They've come in super handy, and I have repurchased them at least 4 times. So that is plant accessory number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, this is something that I literally use for everything, and it is this Velcro plant tape. So the inside is soft and the outside is a little bit grippy. So these are obviously great for attaching your plants to trellises, moss poles, shelving. I have also used it to keep plant, hold on. I've also used it to kind of keep the cords and things like that from my grow lights attached to the pole so they're not dangling down, you know, in view and whatever. They're really handy, and what I really like about these, this has lasted me a year. This is, I think I got 2 rolls, and this is what I have left, which is still quite a bit. But what I really like about them is that you can just reuse it, and it can cut to any length. So I have reused the same pieces over and over and over again, and it really holds up. It's really sturdy, and because the inside is soft, it doesn't damage your plant at all. Anyway, highly recommend. If you don't have these, if you're still using those like twisty ties or whatever, throw them in the garbage or use them for something else. Use this stuff for your plants because it doesn't damage, and it's reusable and just really handy. Anyway, so that is a plant accessory that I could not live without, number 3. So let's move on to accessory number 4. Okay, So plant accessory number 4. Now you guys know that I have a lot of different grow lights, but I definitely have one type of grow light that I do like the best. And it is these guys. I absolutely love them. They are full spectrum, like daylight color. They don't have those like purple and pink. So they look great in the house. They look like normal lighting and not like a disco rave or a grow up. Anyway, they're super, super thin, and that's my favorite part about them because you can affix them to the top of a shelf. They provide amazing lighting. My plants absolutely love them, and they're really, really like streamlined, and it's not like this big bulky light that you can see. So I'll insert some footage here of what they look like on my shelves. These ones I definitely highly recommend. You can see that they are just, they kind of just seamlessly fit onto my shelving. And if you have those IKEA shelves, the tall ones, those are, these fit perfectly on the tops of those, as well as those, I call them my Home Depot racks, that metal racking. And it's amazing and they work perfectly. So anyway, that is definitely a product that I couldn't live without. I absolutely love those, and those are probably my number one recommendation for grow lights if you're looking for like a full spectrum daylight sort of look. Okay, and that leads me to plant accessory number 5. I think we're on 5. Yeah. So plant accessory number 5, I'm going to include footage. It's not something I can just pick up and bring over here. And it is my little greenhouse. This thing, oh my goodness, I could not, like literally could not live without this thing. This thing has been a savior, not only for plants, but I use this thing for if I get a new plant and maybe it needs to recuperate or needs to regrow some roots or things like that. I use it for most of my propagations. So in here currently in my I have 2 of them. So I have the 5 shelf and I have the 4 shelf. And the 4 shelf one I use more for already concealed propagations, so ones in bags or containers that contain their own moisture, and all of my succulents because they get that nice intense light. And then in my big one I use that for my bigger propagations. So in there right now I have my really big glorious cuttings, I have some Monstera Peru, I have some Florida Ghost, I have some Melano Chrysum, I have all kinds of stuff in there. And these greenhouses are absolutely amazing. They're cheap, so you're not spending an arm and a leg. You can affix the grow lights in there. All you need is a little fan. I have a little clip fan that I think I picked up for like 15-20 bucks, and it has honestly been running constantly 24/7 since I bought it, and that's at least 8 months, I would say. Like it's crazy. That little fan works so well. And then just get yourself a little hydrometer, pop it in there, and your greenhouse is ready to go. You don't need any augmented humidity in there. It contains all of its own humidity. The plants transpire and keep the humidity up in the greenhouse. So I don't have anything additional in there. I don't have a humidifier in there or anything like that. And then once a week I'll open it up, air it out. Anything that needs watering, I water that. And it's good to go. I keep looking this way because it's over there. Sorry. Anyways, so these things have been a lifesaver for me. So if you propagate your own plants, or if you import or get in plants that you need to recuperate, these things are invaluable. And I think this one here I paid, it's like maybe $50 for, which, I mean, it has paid for itself a million times over. So highly recommend. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. Get yourself a greenhouse or 2. I do actually want to get another one, but I don't have any room for it. Anyways, so that's basically it. So let me know what accessories you guys like, or if there's anything that you know that I don't use that you're like, hey Nikki, you need to use these. These are great. I would love to give them a shot. Also, if you wanted any more specific videos on anything else, or if you want that full huge video of all of the accessories that I use, let me know as well and I can throw that together for you. Okay. So, like I said before, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like this video and have not yet, please consider subscribing. It is a huge help to me and I really do appreciate it. And feel free to share this video as well if you know somebody who wants to know more about amazing plant accessories. Yeah. Okay. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. If you haven't, do that. I already said that. I just won't say it again. Okay. Have a great day, night, week, month, year. I love you all to bitty bits, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah!